Now, we've been watching this kid for days now, yeah, so we know everything about him, and he's not 15, he's 18, he's a man, and he's got a little baby. So he's been grabbed by one of the lads, but not one of the lads who's in my inner circle, but some kid who's just happy to help, if you get what I mean. So the phone rings, lads, we've got him, where do you want him? I said, take him to U2, lads, which means Unit 2. We've got 8 units growing weed in them all over the city and surrounding areas. It's like U1, U2, U3 up to U8, you know what I mean? So now I've been told that he's 18, he's going to get treated like a man, which is proper unfortunate for him, you know. So he comes in, he's clipped hard, he's others, I'm waiting there, I've got no barrier on nothing. This kid is going to be taught a lesson in life now, you know. And I don't mean that in there, I'm going to absolutely terrorise him, way, but what he doesn't realise is we've got his social media. We know everything about him. His profile's on the big telly in the room he's wrapped up in with his bird and baby's picture highlighted, yeah. So he comes in, sits down and all that, right? Now, we haven't took the hoodie off him yet, but as soon as we do, he can see the telly, he knows, yeah. So I said to him, what's happening, lad? Do you know who I am? He said, yeah. I said, okay. I said, have you ever heard of a man called Levington? He went, yeah. I said, okay. So I phoned Levy on loudspeaker. He's like, what's up, lad? I said, lad, get to YouTube now and bring your thing ready to go. The kid has just gone absolutely white. Now, when I put the phone down, I've texted him, saying to him, lad, just bring your rep, but I'll tell you later. Because I had no intention of doing nothing like that to him, do you know what I mean? So I said, have you ever heard of a man called Sosh? He's like, yeah. He says, okay. So I ring Sosh, get to the Unit 2, lads. I said, have you ever heard of gay Robbie? He's like, yeah. So I phones Robbie, lad, get to Unit 2 now, lads. Now, this unit's in the outskirts of Liverpool, it's like in the middle of the field, so no one can hear anything. You know what I mean? You can be buried here for what, 5 grand? Do you know what I mean? Now, you know the man who offered you the work? How do you know him? He's like, I don't. I said, so why the fuck do you think it's a good idea? Lad, do you still think it's a good idea now? And he's like, no, lad, no, absolutely parcelled, yeah. So then I phoned my other mate, who was the heavy kid, if you remember, yeah. I said, what's going on? He went, lad, he denied it, and he've absolutely parcelled. He sent me a number, and he wants you to ring him, lad, he's proper peed up to fuck, you know. I said, send me the number then. I said, sounds. So I phoned this number up, and it's the kid who's supposed to be paying this kid who I've got wrapped up, but he doesn't know I've got this kid wrapped up, does he? So I said, what time have you put on me, lad? He's like, no, lad, no, lad, as if, it's just all hearsay, lad, absolutely parcelled. I said, are you looking for my fucking attention, lad? I said, because now you've got it. I said, you know what? He's like, what? I said, say hello to your hitman, lad. This kid's like, hello, and you can just tell, right, that the vibes are just gone, yeah, they're gone. He knows I know, and then he knows I know, yeah. So he's denying everything, the hitman's gone proper white. Not even a hitman, the hit boy, let's call him a hit boy, gone white, yeah. So I put the phone down and I said to him, so you thought these had your back, lad, did you? Yeah. Well, they've just denied knowing you, yeah. So know what? Now it's a 50-50, you're even going to make it out of here alive. Do you know that, lad? Yeah. So where does that leave your bird and your new little baby? I'll tell you where. It leaves us single as a mum and a fatherless child for what, 5 grand? Next thing the door goes, bum, 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 bum. Home's to Levy. So he walks in and he says to me, I meet Levington. And this kid has just gone absolutely the colour of boiled shite. Levy just runs in, just smacks him out of where it says. And he says to him, you trying to put my mate to bed, are you, lad? Yeah. Ah, yeah. Lad, I'll fucking wipe your whole bloodline and disrupt your family tree, your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister. Lad, everyone will go. Everyone will go if you even think like that again, yeah? Who the fuck do you think you are, lad? Do you think we're fucking muppets or something? Just smacks him again. Next thing, Tosh and Robbie come in. Tosh is already half fumed because he's been arguing with some birds. I could tell anyway, as soon as he walked in, I could see his face. He's doing something wrong. She's gone by, just smacked the kid, yeah? And Robbie's like, lad, look at me now. Well, looks at him like eye to eye and says to him, I will bend you over and send the video to your birds, all your mates and your ma. I know, I had to stop myself from just bursting out laughing because I was like, that lad, what? So I looked at Levy. Levy's just shaking his head and said, I hate Robbie. But we're not going to say not to undermine him. I was like that. So I was just like, but this kid's now thinking, oh, what's he thinking? Imagine it. Just imagine the position this kid's in now. He's been wrapped up with all those around him, yeah. His family are on our big telly. He's been denied by the lads who asked him to do it in front of him. He knows he's fucked if I decide he is. And to be fair, most of the firms would have done him and buried him, yeah. And that's that, yeah. So I said to him, what have they paid you so far? He's like, nothing. I said, they've paid you none? He went, no. I said, exactly that. You know what? If you would have done it, you'd have got rolled like a bowling ball, yeah. And that's it. You'd have got life off, you stupid little boy. But me being me, right, I'm trying to read between the lines because I'm watching his demeanour. I'm watching if he's paranoid. I'm watching if he's going to start crying, if he's going to piss his pants. And do you know what? The kid stood it solid, right? But he didn't stand at solid where he's like, what? He stood at solid where he's like, he's half accepted his fate, yeah? I could see it in his eyes. He's half accepted his fate. It's gone through his head, yeah? You can just tell by his whole body language that the kid just got in too deep, yeah? He didn't understand what he was doing. So the way I'm looking at him, right, I'm going to give him a little chance now, right? And I don't want to do nothing to him. I don't, because I'm looking at his family, I'm looking at his kid. His kid looks like him, and, you know, fucking hell, lad, you're playing with fire, you know, who do you think you are? And that's like sort of getting a grip of me. Lad, you're going to have just fucking smash the little dead in just to show him, but then the other side of me saying, lad, you've got kids too. But he needs to learn, because if I can learn this kid something right now, I'm not trying to be a preacher, I'm not trying to be the Red Cross or Mother Teresa, but here's what I'm trying to say. He's a young lad who's gay, which you've got to accept that fact that he's gay. Yeah, now, he wasn't really gay because he didn't do nothing about it, but in his mind, he must have been contemplating it, thinking he was going to, and he must have been encouraged talking to them and planning and all that, yeah, but he could have also been thinking, shit, I really don't want nothing to do with this, but it's gone too far. I might have been bevied, I might have been off me banner, I might have been stoned, I might have been just anything, I might have been in front of a bird. So I've started thinking I'm on one, yeah, and I have accepted it, yeah, because he never denied it, whereas the other shit houses, they denied it, he never denied it. He was just like, listen, you're right, yeah, you're right, mate, you're right. I'm like, don't call me mate, lad, I'm not your fucking mate, yeah, I'm your worst enemy, lad. Where your fucking worst nightmares come true, believe you me, lad, yeah, we're the people, right, who you read about in the paper, lad, yeah, do you understand me, lad, yeah, lad, you will go night-night without a second thought. And he's just like, brr, brr. So I had a little one-to-one with him, right, not like in there where I'm showing me cracks in the armour, I mean in where I'm like, listen, instead of just putting this kid to bed now, just getting Levy, Tosh, to deal with it. I wouldn't even have to do nothing, yeah? I could just put about 5 in him and go home. And by the time I wake up, it's sorted, yeah? But I'm not into that. I'm not like that. But I should have, on paper, if someone has accepted that off another firm who they don't know for 5 grand, even just the fact they've accepted that, yeah, that's war talk, mate. That's war talk, yeah. And other firms would have absolutely done them, and I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame them at all. I'm not saying they'd be wrong for doing that, because he's a fully grown man, and he's accepted money, even though he hasn't got it, but he's accepted it in theory to do someone, yeah. Lads, what are you on about? So here's what I'm going to do. He seems intelligent for his age, although he's made a silly mistake. Do you understand what I'm saying by that? Sometimes we can make silly mistakes, we can overthink, we can think of the money, we can think of what we can buy our babies, we can think of what our bird, we haven't treated our bird to nothing for a while, and she's looking at me like I'm a bit of a talker, and I'm not doing the walk, and I'm some sort of, do you know what I mean? I'm trying to portray myself as some sort of up-and-coming G. But she's not looking at me like that, because she knows that up-and-coming G's have got dough, but you've got no dough, yeah? You might be struggling for food for your kids, you might be, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what was happening, but I'm saying that could have been what's happening. So he's seen the money bags, yeah? He's seen the money bags, but hasn't realised the consequences of even speaking to these people in that context about somebody, yeah? Now, I always say it, I'll say it again, I'm no one, but I've got kids, so you putting me to bed, yeah, is putting my kids' lives in absolutely despair and shite, yeah, because I've got plans for these little boys, I've got plans for my kids, I know where I'm going now, right? I can't let the inclination or the, you know, the, let's just say, dangling of carrots of a bit of dough, 5 grand, yeah, jeopardise my life and my future plans with my kids and my whatever, just like you can't, yeah? No one can do that. We can't do that. We cannot be coming to a situation where something could jeopardise our actual livelihoods or our lives, because we've got people who depend on us, yeah? So you see you now, lad, who's sitting there, clip ties up, yeah? You've been smacked the shit out of. I've got your fucking family on the telly, yeah? I've got a rep, but you don't know it's a rep. Do you understand me? I've got a lad who, you know, I'm not even being funny, Robbie, I love him and all that, but if I said to him that do what you want to him on video, he will do what he wants to him on video. But I know it, Levy knows it, the kid knows it, and Robbie's waiting for it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Now, Robbie, just because he's attracted to males, do not get this mistaken. That kid, right, will go all out on you, yeah, and anyone you know, if he's pushed in like a direction where he has to, yeah. I know him. I know he's proper gay. Listen, that's why I know him, yeah. Levy's proper gay, but Levy shows it, but Robbie doesn't. Do you understand the difference? So when you're messing around with Robbie and you're trying to leather Robbie, or you're trying to think he's someone because he's gay and that, you don't know who you're messing with. Yeah, because I know Robbie, yeah, and Robbie is Robbie, yeah, he will absolutely put you fucking night, and that's that, yeah, and that's that, right? But let's just like get away from it now, because this kid now is sitting there, right, and I know he's got his parcel, right, so I've got to now think to myself, if I give him a walk over now, is he going to look at it like I'm some sort of muppet? Is he going to see me as weak for letting him walk on this? Because if he does, and he's that game, and he's fronting it, don't get me wrong, he's not fronting it, putting it on me or putting it on us, but he's not allowing himself to be belittled or leathered, or not that he can stop it because he did get smacked everywhere. He's accepted that because he knows there's nothing he can do about it. But in certain ways, without him, let's just say, being loud about it, I understand his answers. I can see where he's coming from, and I can see he's built a fence around him as a person, and he's not going to allow me, Levy or Tosh or Robbie, to get inside that little circle. Now, that reminded me when I was a kid, but I was on it, because, you know, I'm on it. I'm on a profile, people, it's just standard. And I'm just thinking, this kid, right, he's being taught a lesson that he'll never forget. He'll never forget this lesson, believe you me now. You know what, you getting unhooded, wrapped up clip-side, you've been whatever, you've been lashed in the boot of a car, you've just been absolutely napped outside your own surroundings, yeah? And you're brought somewhere, you've been driving in the boot of the car for about 45 minutes, you're just thinking, what's happening, these aren't messing around, yeah? And then you just get unveiled in a place with lads, and you've got your bird and your kid on their telly. I don't know where we're going to go with it, because, you know, I'm talking to the kids now, I'm still being aggressive, I'm still giving me tone, I'm still giving me authority over them. This kid, although he's made this stupid mistake, he's half funny, he's half on like, for his age, do you know what I mean? He's only a kid. Now, like I said to you all before, kids now, they're all proper gaining that. Yeah, they're all gaining 15, so that means he's been gained for 3 years, because now he's 18. Do you understand me? Now he's a man. Now it is what it is. So, what do we do? Do we forget I know him? Do we let him go back to his own life? Or do we get him half with us under the watchful control of Levy? Yeah, and then do we put that other firm's kid to bed for being that cheeky, thinking he can put Joe on me in the first place? So now, I'm on a path where something's defo happening to him. Who does he think he is anyway? Shit himself on the phone, yeah? You are proper getting you. Not one day, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. One day, I'm going to be sitting on the big table with a brandy and a stripe. I'm just going to think, you know what? Today's the day, you little rat. And then something's going to happen, no matter what I can do about it. Whether I can go and get Marco from Leeds to just come up, you know, bum, see you later. Or I can get Izo, or Rav, remember Rav, I can get Rav down, I'm sure he'll be happy to help me, yeah. Or I can get Ethan from the Art Division, yeah, think about it. You know, what's going on? We've got Taylor, we've got the Dom, and he's ready to roll. Lads, let's just see where I go with this, because I've got loads of different ways of thinking about it. And for me to like just ignore what I've seen and his composure at 18 years old, when he's heard of us all and he knows he's in, you know, I'm going to have to seriously think about what I'm going to do next with this kid, you know, because people meet in mad situations and all that, but they end up being like proper sound. So I'm getting older now, I'm getting a bit older now. I need these to replace me. I need these to replace me in the ranks, because like I've said to you all before, there's like 15-year-olds who are game. So what I need to do now is I need to replace my older, not replace, but let's just say add, make it bigger, expand. I need younger generations now. So that's where I'm going with this now. Now, I'm not going to, I don't mean younger generations where I'm going to start gaming like a rat. I mean, if he's game, then it's probably his mates are too. Do you understand what I mean? Because you don't really roll with people that aren't like you, do you? Or do you? Do you know what I mean? So if he's game the way he's game, yeah, for $5,000. What are his mates and who are his mates? Have these got the little graphs, little pockets, and are they terrorising people? Blah, 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 yeah. So it's in my best interest to see what these are about, isn't it?